So, the posters, a lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So I'm going to skip this part because I fracked up and forgot to save again. All these posters, I'm going to skip this part, skip that part, skip this, skip that. I feel like a little cat knocking shit on the ground. Frick this, frick that. What is that? All these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. It looks like every year the Ringmaster made donations to charity, to the Robot Clown Research Center. You're kidding, right? What? They made a perfectly reputable charity field of advanced tomfoolery. Why is it that this is the second case that involved a celebrity? This is where the Ringmaster applied his makeup. It's quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example. This one says it's 100% all natural organic mascara. And this one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. The Ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual. Everybody's becoming metro. Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. It's like the guided tour of the circus history. This is so cool. It seems like there are so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing in our office. We can put up pictures of our clients who have been found not guilty. And what if we had a client who was found guilty? Well, we'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Nick, now you got me thinking about losing cases. Why did you do that? Trophies. Nick, look at all these cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards the circus has won. Like All County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association, Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. So this desk. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but the desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the Ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. Dang it. And he was taken away. What is this folder on the desk? It's a table for guests where there are some papers scattered on top. Ah, look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes! What is it? I didn't know that a magician... This salary is incredible. She looks like she's about to pass out from a shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The Ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise, but this document is dated a week ago. Ringmaster's paper added, he got an enormous raise 1 week ago. So, if he already got an enormous raise a week ago, why would he still ask for another raise? This was the table he used when the visitor came to see him. Ew, there's mug caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyways? Okay, so we have some new evidence. I don't know why. Emblazoned with Max. What? Emblazoned with Max's 3 famous symbols. Which are? I don't know what they are. Can you tell me? Ringmaster paper document. He got an enormous raise a week ago. Huh. Alright, I think we got all the evidence here. I'm gonna talk to you about this. No. This. No. No. Alright. Circus entrance. I gotta go to the lodging now. The top. The lodging house plaza. Okay. December 28th, lodging house plaza. Seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into the Stoogie Clown here? Right, he's so kooky. Ah, it's you two. Gumshoe. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. How's it you guys always seem to know when I'm working on a crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, detective. Well, I'd rather not always be working with a crime. You don't make your own hours. If I have to be at the circus anyway, then I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Nick, he complained! That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Alright, Gumshoe, what do you got for me? You know who will be at the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Of course, it'll be Miss Von Karma. Shit! Isn't she gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma's really interesting and all, but there's something else I'd like to talk about. Like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home? Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't heard about what happened to him? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does that mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around? Exactly what he said, he's not around. Edgeworth is gone, don't say his name again, okay? Nick! What happened? The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 p.m. That's late. He died outside in the cold, a pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal. He was rather cold. This was the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you're standing right now. Ah! Oh, surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. Yeep! It's pretty clear cut as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly. But, there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Ha! There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. Like what? Install Borderlands collection, handsome collection. I just might play some Borderlands later. Something unusual. What was the thing that didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints. Footprints. Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? The wooden box on the body? No clue, pal. Some forensic experts took it back and we are examining it now. And what is so mysterious about the footprints? Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in the photo. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. The problem is, the victim's footprints are on the scene. But where's the murderer's footprints? The killer's footprints aren't there! How the hell was the ringmaster killed without leaving a trace? Bingo! Where did the killer come from and where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying. Flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head. There's no way! Flying is impossible! That's right, flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. Haha. What's with that whole laugh, pal? I meant nothing about it, pal. Better stated, it means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Crime scene photo. A flying culprit, but Max is the only one who's flying around. So the evidence somehow points to Max? Oh well. Okay, I need to ask him about Max. It looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. It's not just his attitude, I've got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. Well, it does have very classy decorative elements. Silk hat added to the court record. Max used a cloak, a silk hat, and white roses as his... A cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbol. Need to order a hat that is a symbol of Max Fabulous, found at the crime scene. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they are easy to understand. I must have hit a nerve. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Eh? Tell us about the eyewitness. Alright. So about the eyewitness. Ho! You know what? I'm not gonna tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Oh well. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house. Why? Why is that? Oh, no reason. It's just something. It must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal! Too late. Mo's room. Who's Mo? Can I go see Mo? Mo's room. Mo. December 28th, lodging house, first floor, Mo's room. I wonder whose room this is. I see a bunch of clown outfits on the wall. I see some wacky carrots over there. Wackier than these carrots. Yes, I have a bunch of carrots on my desk. The name tag on the door says Mo on it. I guess she's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room's probably worse though. I guess till I give up, we'll have to come back later. Alright, who said that? If it's who I think it is, I'm gonna relax for a bit. Might as well examine what I can. Teehee clown equipment is so funny looking. He's got a balancing ball and a unicycle. He's even got a trampoline. But they're all broken. Maybe he was just a little too excited during practice. Who knows what that guy made? It's part of the gag. Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he was here. Clowns for Dummies. The joke's on you. Treat your peons right. And the classic funny jokes are funny. Wow, Mo is very studious. The joke's on you, huh? Why is there a banana here? Ah, so look at these shoes. They're great. Forget the shoes. Check out the great gag banana peel. You sure it wasn't Mo's snack after lunch? Are you blind? Look at how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. The banana peel gag. All these clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy. Look at all the collection he's got. It's incredible. There must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world. Bananas! Carrots. And celery. And broccoli. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's announce. You better not melt me to try one of these on. I was thinking of showing a costume collection myself. I call it World Spirituals. You can display it in our office. In our office, as soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. What the frick happened up here? Look at the ceiling. Looks like someone punched a hole in it. You're right. I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. Why is there carrots hanging from the... What the hell? There's a string of carrots here. How strange. The carrots come in different shapes. Weird. I can't tell if Mo just likes carrots or he's using them as some sort of gag. Because that's the whole point. The clown bed. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas, laid on his bed in an excellent manner. What? Those are pajamas? You mean when he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew! Alright. Now, December 28th, Very Big Circus entrance. Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me. Who the hell is this guy? He's got a frickin' short neck. Hello. Wow, he sure is a quite one. Excuse me. Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just your everyday average Joe. An average Joe that wears an oversized frickin' bow tie. An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus. I don't think so. Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. I didn't say if anything was going on in here. He's lying, like any regular person would hang around in the circus dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya. Well, I am. Just happen to be passing by. I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny. Not a carny. I'm a performer, actually. I'm a ventriloquist. So you were lying. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodman. Your last name is Woodman? Snicker. Yes, that's right. But everyone calls me Ben. He really stutters a lot. Did you figure it out? No. Did you figure it out now? No. So I have a little bit of a mystery to unfold. The crime scene photo. Who was murdered? The ringmaster. Who got diddly murdered. How about now? No! I believe they call it a staging. Alright, Ben. What happened? Excuse me, Ben? Yes, you mean me? Do you see any other Bens around here? Like Ben Smith? About the murder, I'd like to talk to you if you have the details. Now? No. Really? I'm just a regular normal guy. You just call yourself a ventriloquist. That's not regular. I don't... No. This guy is so nervous, he's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up and try to smile. Max Galactica. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica? Max? Hey, not very nice. Did you just say Max is not very nice? Oh, my head hurts. Yikes, I hope he's okay. Sounds like he popped a gasket. Ventriloquism. He doesn't look like the other anime characters. You're a ventriloquist? Just a regular guy. You already told us you're a ventriloquist! Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, will you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, right now my he's contagious. Alright. Look at my badge. He's not gonna say anything. He's still not gonna say anything. Nada. No. 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 You gonna say anything to this? No. Okay. This? Okay, he's not gonna say anything. I don't know why. He's just gonna frickin' stutter his whole way through. Oh. Alright, I need to find a way to make it work. Lodging house, please. I forgot to examine this. So you lost the court thing? No. I didn't lose the court thing. This is the only place that the snow has been trounced upon. The murderer was sloppy, leaving all these prints all over. No. We're the ones who left the prints. An investigation can be messy things sometimes. What? I also slipped and fell in this spot over there. The other detectives all got a good laugh when the prosecutor whipped me. Thank God there was all this snow around to bring down the swelling. It's great to know that the police aren't worried about preserving the evidence. What is this? Air conditioner? This year I finally won an air conditioner! The one with eeny, meeny, or whatever. No, actually, I got the case. The eeny, miny person was actually playing her sister. Mimi Miney. So, she took over her sister to get back at a doctor. So she's the one that actually killed Dr. Gray. Do you ride your you don't have the air conditioner. Do you ride your Triceratops to work too? And what do you mean, an air conditioner? You didn't buy it? I can't afford one of those things. But I got lucky and won it as a door prize at the annual police Christmas party. So she's guilty? Yep. She's guilty! They really pay you peanuts, don't they? Peanuts? I don't even get paid enough for peanut butter, let alone peanuts. Crap. The safety lights around the circus are kept on all night long, so they should have been on at the time of the murder. So he's saying the murder took place in the light. How strange. How strange indeed. What is this right here? Dun dun dun! There's some evidence on the tarp here. Hey, watch it, pal. The killer's behind that tarp. Ah! Oh, got ya. I was just kidding. Grr. Ho 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 ho! Okay, now my stomach still hurts, but I want to keep playing this game. Okay, so the crime is the ringmaster got killed. So the biggest mystery is there's only one set of footprints in the snow, which is the victim's. So the real question is, where are the killer's footprints? How the hell did the killer come in and out? How the hell did he fracking... Ooh? December 28th, lodging house, first floor, Moe's room. Hello? Kablamo! Congratulations, you're the big wiener. That's probably Mo. The 1 million visitors to the room of one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me. Earplugs must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, we care for an organic grape. Just one. Did you get my joke right there? Ah! Are you feeling any better? Slightly. I welch on giving you more than one. Because the company that gives grapes is Welch's. No, if it wasn't funny, it's your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in the Lansing. Catch my drift? I'm sorry, but whatever joke processing program in my head just broke. Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. The mouth. Clowns are always funny in my book. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have a great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb. You look like Greta Garb. Oh. I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't. You know I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it. But you have to admit he is kind of funny. No, I do not have to admit that, because he isn't. No. Alright, Yermo! What have you seen? Let me know! Can you please tell us more about the Big Berry Circus? It's a very big story. You sure got that kind of time? And the hits just keep on coming. The circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow. Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition. But I love this circus! I love it too. That's why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us. Nick, you just made a joke. Laugh. Har, 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 har. Also, did you put yourself on invisible? Invisible? No, I'm right here. Here. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world, a real class act. But when there was no customers, Russell used some of his own money to pay me, because he knew that I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees. I see. How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man? I wonder too. What happened? Mo, wiggity wiggity wig. What? I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor. I know how Phoenix Wright feels. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. It must have been taking place at around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek? Of the crime! Just as we suspected. He knew. He was a witness. Mo was the witness! This guy's the eyewitness to the crime. Russell Berry. The ringmaster was truly ahead of the time. He could always add new elements to the show. New elements? When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts to get a bit stale. I realize that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned. Yes. Yes, they are. A bit long in the tooth? But that make-believer takes things too far. Make-believer? The magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say that to me. You're one of those funny types, right? What does that mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he's got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder. Go ahead. Nope, no way, just forgot to say anything. I bet he's still hiding something about Max. What you witness? You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw? Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped. That's not fair! I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you and a few details, but only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make with the funny. Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it! What's the matter? Just getting ready, okay? You know why I, Phoenix Wright, am the great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. At least his expectations are low. I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Yeesh. Cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump! Once I heard it, I jumped out of the bed, and that's what I saw. Without question, without doubt, it was the magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he's letting on. Something tells me I should ask him about Max. If he thinks he can kill the Ringmaster, he's only just that he should die too. Mo! Sorry I crossed the line, but he's truly a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could. Ben? The ventriloquist with the speech impediment? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves. The cafeteria? Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Ah, yes, the very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map around to get around. Ah, thank you. This is an atlas. Oh, I kill myself. Really, I'm dying here. Coronary, coronary! Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Where's map? A map of the Big Berry Circus. Okay. What's what? Mo? Lodging house in Acro. So I gotta go to the cafeteria. So in order to do that, I need to go to the big top. Okay, so circus entrance. Where's the cafeteria? Where's the cafeteria? Oh, there it is. I found it. Keep our cafeteria clean. December 28th, Big Top Cafeteria. Ew, this place is gross! This must be the last of the night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me, what was it Mo said? He said that yesterday morning Max clunked Ben over the head here. He also said that there's gotta be something interesting around here. Nick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask. Okay, dishes, dirty dishes. I know I'm gonna have to deal with dirty dishes and everything when I get to work. The kitchen is over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty listed posted here. Oh, I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's killer hamburger. You would try it, wouldn't you? Dirty dishes and everything. Looks like they looked exactly as it was on the night of the murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Look at all these dishes. Making me hungry. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside. Once we're finished with the case. Alright! Alright! Mr. Wright! Where's the mute button when you need it? More dirty dishes. I'm gonna skip this. More dirty dishes. Dirty dishes. It must have been too hectic last night to clean up. No, I can't stand the mess. I think you should clean up the place for them. Why do we have to clean it up? 1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because 1 bears repeating. But this is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence. You know I really hate dirty cafeterias. Not as much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. What is this? Bulletin board from Bulletins. Doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring! Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like message from the killer. Give it up my, Gumshoe would take it all seriously. This is strange. There's nothing on top of the stand. Look here, Max has written on it. It must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right? I don't know. That table's too small. And there's a broken bottle on the floor. What's this? It must be a juice bottle or something. Ah, watch out, Nick. There's broken glass all over the floor. A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. Do you think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting around here. Huh? Looks like we're gonna have to go back and meet with him. Him? Which him? Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever reads this sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean or die! Well, that would definitely make them clean up. Okay. Why is there an orange juice bottle that was found broken on the cafeteria floor? Orange juice? That doesn't look like orange juice. I don't know. I'm guessing, like, it was originally wine, but for ratings-wise, they wanted to cut it down to orange juice. I'm starting to think anything labeled juice was wine. Alright, I think I know who to talk to. I bet Max clonked you over the head with this! Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we won't be needing this after all. Ugh. So he's not gonna do it. Lodging House Plaza. Gotta be something interesting in here. Go back to Mo's room. Ask him about the broken bottle. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? Ah, you want some? No. Frig it. Alright. No. 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 What? Mo's taking this really hard. Crime photo. The Soul Cat. It's that uppity faker's uppity top hat. They found this at the scene of the crime, didn't they? That's what I've been told. Unbelievable, that jerk killed the ringmaster. It really is a shame that happened to the ringmaster, huh, Mo? It seems that the ringmaster was truly a great man. Circus map. I'm gonna go through all the options. Okay, Mo. Sorry, across the line, a truly disgusting human being. I feel like I'm missing something. So I'm gonna save it to make sure I don't frig up. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could. Ben, the ventriloquist with the speech impediment? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves. The cafeteria? Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Ahaha! My master's daughter Regina, ever since she was a little girl, she'd been watching the circus performances. Cuter than the little puppy Maltese that Regina, if only my Lorena was that cute. Lorena? Ah, Lorena is my daughter. She lives with her mother now. It's true what they say about the tears of a clown. Are you on a different case? Yes. I finished the other case the other day. So, I've been friends with Russell since even before the circus began. He was so selfless. He always thought about others before thinking of himself. I always found a way to return the favor. He always took such care of me. I wish I could have thanked him more than I did. Gamshoe. No, you wouldn't know about Barn Karma. Ah, Ben, how's he doing? He's a ventriloquist, isn't he? That's right. Boy, was I surprised when they told me his secret. He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. Ah, ha, ha, just kidding. Ben wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder. That's a problem to solve. He won't talk if he doesn't have his puppet, Trillo. Trillo? If Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet, you'll barely get out a word out of him. Really? Master and puppet. Ah. Why is there a carrot dangling from his head? I don't know. I seriously don't know. Whenever I see my own nose, I am reminded of my Italian heritage. Ah, I see. It must be because you have one of those Roman noses, Roman all over your faces. I didn't cross the line in there, did I? You went so far past it, you'll need a map to get back. Okay. Now what? Do you comprehend? I do comprehend. Okay, I've collected enough evidence. I'm starting to think I might be able to get something out of... Okay, so I think... Ooh. December 28th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Do you have a Roman nose? No. Let me just double check what a Roman nose is. Why do I always feel like... Roman nose. Let me see. No, looks like you have a slant. Let's see what a Roman nose is. Looks like you have a flat face. That's what a Roman nose is. You got the long face. A droopy face like a pit bull. I'll send you what a Roman nose is. There you go. Doink. Okay, detention center visitor room. Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Did you just call me his sweetie again? Who has a pit bull fee? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fabulous, so I mean fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max, let's make this absolutely fabulous. I want to hear what you did. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs. How are those Jurassic geriatrics? Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you? This person is awesome. Max Galactica. My client, who's accused of murder. That's what they call me, jealousy. They're absolutely fabulous of my absolute fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious difference between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands, Huh. I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess. Wow, that's so cool. It's already in the works. Oh? That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this joker. What happened? You met with the ringmaster on the day of the murder? Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. Once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. We found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? You do not have a Roman nose. No, just a normal nose. It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's alright, I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. What the hell did he take? What coat did he take? And then, I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tampered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Okay. I'm gonna present this broken battle to him and see what's what. What about this? Fabulous. You like me to sign this for you? This hat. This is my silk hat. It's the only one of its kind in the world. It's possibly my most prized possessions. The silk hat proves I was somewhere else. Where did you find this, sweetie? They found it at the murder scene. I don't know anything about nothing. Ew, Max is so pathetic like this. Max must really be confused. Okay. Now for the moment of truth. We're gonna pry the secrets out of him, so take that! 3 locks. Medium difficulty. Meeting with Russell. Last night you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such. Exactly! We reached an agreement with salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth, the whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies and I hate liars. Even more, what are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Take that! His eyelashes fell off. It was on the table of the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This was dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous! Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? I'm sorry, sweetie. That's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there's some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you would like to share with me about what you two spoke about. Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you to the room? What evidence do I have? Take that! Yes! Got it. Is this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Because you clonked Ben over the head. Where did you get that? The cafeteria, but you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. Alright. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max, what is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... clonk Ben! Take that! You clonked Ben! Ben. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician. There we go. That's how you do it. Nice lie detector! That's how you pry it out of people. You don't frig around! Meeting with Russell. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. Awesome! You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you have a fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Why would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is the Ben we were talking about? All I could say is that he made me mad and I could tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie. And no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? Define shut him up. What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trilo can't say a word, not without Ben. Trilo? The puppet, the ventriloquist puppet. His real name is Triloquist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off of the ball side, I'd be screwed. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet? Where? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie? You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben doesn't seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem! Not at all! Thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. Okay, so according to Max... December 28th, Big Berry Circus entrance. Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out, he's probably in the tent. Okay. Well, we have to go... Ooh. December 28th, Very Big Circus, Big Top. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative, of course we're making progress. But everyone loved the Ringmaster, and there's no sign of the footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mystery left to be solved, of course, and now Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how it's all related. Okay, probably should examine all this. Hey, look, that's where Max makes his grand appearance. It's grand, alright. I want to try entering court like that. How'd I know that she'd say that? Lights! Camera! CGI! Whoa, those lights are huge. If they fell from the ceiling, you'd be going to the circus in the sky. Life is so fragile, isn't it, Nick? It can be snuffed out in an instant by falling gargantuan light. It's so fragile that I've been decided to eat as much good food as I can before I die. Like hamburgers! That's not good food. Apparently you didn't notice the big sign that said closed by the snack stand. Aw, it's closed? The seats are so far away from the ring, but they make up for the amount of people that can see the show. Hey Nick, do you think that if every person in the audience screamed all at once, the vibration they create would cause the big top to collapse? I'm glad I don't pay you to come up with this stuff. Okay, ladder. Ah, ladder. It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Oh, I gotta get rid of this oil off my nose. Frickin' greasy as shit. I gotta do something about that. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. Rope! Hey, it's a rope! Probably for the tightrope walking. That's a bit strange. There aren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. Boxes! Where are the boxes? There doesn't seem to be anything here to help us. Not a single clue. You don't think of me to ask you. What exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? A bloody chainsaw, for instance? Well, there's definitely not one of those here. This isn't the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because America is so bloody. Frickin' bloody! Alright. So, it looks like the same as always. Considering how messy it is, I bet we'll notice another poster. Will you just stop it, you poster pilfer? I'm just kidding. You know, I already got this one of these posters. You mean stole one of those posters. Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trill somewhere in this room. Trillo. Oh, the ventriloquist puppet. Alright, where in the room? In the trophy case? Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the words. Like, oh... No. There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet! I think you're right. We'll get it back to him later. Trillo Quest, a ventriloquist puppet, an operatic tenor who doubles as Ben's sidekick. Why do I have to carry this thing? Why not? So, Trillo was stuffed in the trophy case. Alright. I gotta find Ben! Ben! Okay, is there anything else I'm missing? Move. Mo's room. Where's Ben? Where's Ben? Where is he? Where the frick is Ben? I can't find him. Not here. No. 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 Okay. Anything back at the law office? Ooh, there is. December 28th, Wright and Cole law offices. Alright, we got a lot of things we look into. No time for slacking. Let's get going. Okay. What's the matter? You seem down? Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was a country bumpkin? Will Ryan. Who would have guessed that everybody thought he was an edgelord, but he was just a little goofy British kid. Alright, what to do? So now what do we do? Huh? There's still lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to witnesses, gather evidence. Yeah, I guess you're right. We still don't know what happened in the first place. We don't have enough information because I heard that before. Just a minute, you don't have a clue what happened. Oh. Can't talk to you. I already figured out shit with you. Ben! Where are you? Where's Ben? Okay, cafeteria? There we go. Oh, hey, Ben. There's Ben. Oh, hello. Hello to you. It's awfully cold today. Don't you agree? Yeah, I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is going to help our case. Alright. I know what'll help our case. This. Ah, Ben. This is yours, isn't it? Yes. That's mine. That's mine. I'm starting to sound like a pedophile for a second. Here you go. True quest, return to bed. I need to wash my nose. I'm so frackin' bracy. Ah! That's the stuff. Yes, I spilt water all over myself. Go figure. Now, where was I? Alright, Maya, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Oh, okay. He's gonna come back with his... So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see. Hey, wait! Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind witch. What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben, is that you, Ben? No, I would never. It was me. Yeah, me, down here. You're Trilo. That is Mr. Quest to you, sir. Learn about manners before you just blur out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again. Mr. Quest, is that better? No, look at me when I am talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney. 8-bit? Trilo, we talked about insulting people, you promised. But he was mocking me, not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal. I'm sorry, Trilo. Nick, what just happened? Trilo's... Hey, what do you think you are? Calling me a puppet. I'm gonna have a little talk. What happened? Tell us what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I said you talking to me? Don't look at him when you're talking to me. Trilo Quest, you behave, young man. Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts. Trilo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have the nerve pills or something to take right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants. Your partner, you mean Ben? Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. You tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of those jerks here. Oh. But I'll be fair. In this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna. Your Madonna? Regina. My lovely Regina. She's stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far. You'll have to excuse him. He doesn't not understand of what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty. Hence, why I shall marry her. Marry? Can't consider. Alright, flying fraud. The ringmaster got knocked upside the head by the flying fraud. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trilo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up? I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You knew what happened. You were there? Hey, if you're interested, then I'll tell you the facts. You're going to marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care. It's my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched. I know you think that, but what? I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song. You gave her a song? Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... The rest is private. Well, the melody is pretty good. But those lyrics, I think they need a little work. Who asked you? I'm the artist here. Thanks. Now that Trilla's here. Now that Trilla's here, does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, Buttface! Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trilo. Enough jibba jabba! Let's get to court already. Ah! Hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Ah! He's not the only witness. Alright, what's going on here? Is Regina shut up? What in the world happened with Ben and Trillo? What? Oh no, now what? Ooh! Ah! Yo! Ah, yeah! What the frack? Friggin' hell. I gotta shave up and get rid of all sorts of shit. Now, I gotta shave and shower and shit. Hey, welcome back, Nick. I saw my badge there for a second. He took my badge. He took my badge. Why? Welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah! My badge! The monkey stole it. What? Heh. Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You looked so completely dumbfounded. Regina. You! That monkey! Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge. Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Money? Money the monkey. The monkey is called Money. Yes, well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get it back? I'll see what I can do, even if I have money problems. Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. Haha, that's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Moe's. I guess it's time that I revisited that kooky clown. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that's always hanging around with Trillo? What do you mean, hanging around? Well, he was there when Trillo told me that he was in love with me. Trillo told you that he was in love with you? Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart, and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But, what about Ben? Ben! What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo. Like sand through the hourglass or the days of the circus. Proposal. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said that they asked for her hand in marriage. Ah, but Max was only talking to the ringmaster about it. I forgot that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. Shit. That's it, I gotta get back on the hormones. Friggin' hell. Hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's gonna propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for? Max or Trillo? Wait. Do you realize that Trillo's a puppet? I don't care if he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. Dear God. What happened? Alright, version. This. Go to. I gotta wash my nose again. That happens when I got fracking away. That's it, I'm washing my nose. You're back. Okay, where was I? Getting freshened up. Gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Alright. Mo! I need my badge back. Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Wright all the time! Ugh. It's alright to be wrong, every now and then. Again, right? See, Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience. See, what can I do for you? Do you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up my chair, or maybe I'll pull my finger and let me have it. We're gonna get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? How do you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Ha 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 ha. Alright. Money. Regina, so about Regina. Regina is such a pure-hearted, innocent child. She's such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know? But that means she doesn't really know about the world outside Big Top. Just like Pearly. Sounds like Pearly. For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is that it all seems normal with her because it is her everyday life. I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. The clown sees life simply, without complications. Just simplify it. It'll work. Money the monkey. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah, yes, Money. He stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him. Eh? What's that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of the Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you where his owner is staying. You mean right now? Of course! Shall we go? Should we go with him or wait a while? Go with Mo! Huff, huff. This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Pant, pant. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro's room? Acro? He's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around for today. Frickin' oily everything. I gotta get back on the hormones. And that's a big pile of junk over in the corner. I don't think it'll be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there, too. Just be careful you got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. We'll see you later. Money the monkey, and monkey who takes care of Acro habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. Alright. Where's my attorney's badge? In the shiny pile? Holy cow, there's a fork, a mirror, everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this, it's a trophy, it's really heavy. Nick, I found it, your badge, it's right here. Finally! It's... Thanks, you really saved me, huh? What's the matter, did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it, from T to R. From T to R. It's engraved on it. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Ooh. Alright. Finally! Okay. Court is now in session. Part 2, 1. Trial. December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry. There won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly and warm up with the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around in the courtroom. It just won't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max will just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now, the dashing young Laura flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick? What's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that, dashing young Laura flying fabulously. So, once in a while, that thought actually gets in your head. Wait, dashing and flying? Alright, December 29th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. There's Van Kierman. There's Van Kierman! And now the case of 1. Ah, what? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So, well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It'll be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry up and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you earn, Detective. Don't mention it, it's no trouble, I've been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Details of the events. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up at around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at about 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck. You have the autopsy report? I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Time of death, 10:15 p.m. Cause blunt force trauma to the back of the head. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I don't know what was there, but I'll figure it out. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. Hold it! How do you know this? Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up there until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow was frozen in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow, let's see, there's gotta be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a good look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. Hold it! When you say all the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and the staff were there. Regina, the animal tamer, Mo, the clown, Ben, the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent, the tiger, was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. The practice session broke up at around 10 p.m. Hold it! After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That sounds awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems that they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. Hold it! I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay, pal. Not a problem, pal. You gotta... Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, will you mind telling us how the victim met his end? The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. This cross-examination music is a bit different. Hold it! A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the wooden box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Wooden box. The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. About the contents of the box. You mind telling us what was inside the box? What's in the box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There's only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if it has some sort of special meaning. Small, found inside the box. Victim was hunched over. It contains pepper. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck. Hold it! According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found the murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that there's something the perpetrator ran off with. You wouldn't think so, especially since you didn't find it at the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho ho ho! Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is a little bottle of pepper? Yes. Speaking of pepper, why am I fracking irritated? I really want to go back on the hormones because it lessens the oiliness of the skin. And I gotta get ready in 2.5 hours. Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and able to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trillo will show up on the stand as well. Yeah, they will. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Triloquist. I am employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me? Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Ahem, me. The world of law, exciting and daring. Guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than that to insult the judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You think you have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face off the chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. Yes. What's going on here? Order, order! I demand to know who this witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about... Ah! Ouch! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. What you witnessed. Once practice was over... Well, that's a bit harsh. Frickin' insulting the judge. I left the tent with the stooge, I mean clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max, heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, clothing the dumb white roses on his chest. What? How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and this nose stuck up so high? Well, that's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing, you said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, could that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat that was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah! Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. So the clown didn't do it because the hat wouldn't have been there. Thank you for saying the obvious, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you have to say? Okay, I guess she's the boss again. Today. What you witness? Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean clown. Hold it! Why would you leave with him? The clown. You're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to killing over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. And it comes to being first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. Hold it! Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodge house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. That's why I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. Hold it! Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How can you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Huh. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little more effort in preparing your questions. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Hold it! You saw Max and the only Max, right, Trilo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss? Ben only saw Max? That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? The ringmaster! Russellberry! That's the victim! That's correct. So I got it. If Trillo was at the entrance of the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. He could have seen him. Anyone with the sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together in the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactico was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he just as the witness stated at the scene of the crime? I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there is clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of a bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the... Okay. I'm having one of those moments where I get stuck. I don't like it when I get stuck. And the police showed up and the magic boy away. He was the only one heading that way. How could... So Max heading towards the scene of the crime. And the police showed up and took the magic boy away. He was the one heading that way. Hold it! Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been... Hey, what time is it? Huh? I think it was around... I say after 10:30. I think. Practice ended at 10, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time. I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in the weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big nose dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? We can't believe that we could stand out inside the cold weather. Well, maybe you're waiting for someone. And I think I have an idea on who it was. Well, what? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix, right, we can all do without your offhand theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright? Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Regina. Take that! Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Ah! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares if I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Alright. Therefore, it is obviously a reason why the witness was there that night. He spent the entire time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on his way to the eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed... Ow! There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I think I do have proof. Because this ring was found in the owner of this monkey. Acro, I think. A cheap ring with an eerie sparkle. From T to R. From Trillo to Regina. I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quest, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was waiting to propose to her. You're, what, waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? What? The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain! Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now that we have to waste time on getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. About the proposal. Don't be surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose to give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. You're going to propose, you, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Exactly. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue your cross-examination. What was with that sigh at the end? About the proposal. Don't be surprised I was going to propose to Regina. Hold it! By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina? Of course that's what I mean. That kind of stupid question is that. I wasn't going to propose to that we'd become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. I even had something to give her. Hold it! What was it? What was it exactly what you planned on giving her? And you know exactly what I was going to give her. Numbskull? The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're going to die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix's rank joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right now. Francisca's whip looked like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that and... push on anyways. Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time... Oops! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. Be sure to enjoy sweating the details, especially for the man in Black Bay bathrobe. I plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina. I feel like I would fracking screw up if I present the wrong piece of evidence. Hold it! An engagement ring? Uh-huh, it's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. You mean like this? This diamond-shaped ring, which I found in Acro's room? And not in your pocket? Even more brilliant than the real thing, I think Regina is going to love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to... Hold it! Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry. Really. You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really. Of course I had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. Hold it! So you went on to the lodging house to give it to her. That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me. Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that that love creates rivalries. Is that how you feel, Star? So what about this present? In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. You do not still have it in your pocket. Objection! Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify to this very object? I believe you said. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Ah! What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something. Ah, don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean the room they put all the money in, like a bank vault? Ha, that filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money is really a monkey, in every sense of the word. Ah, I see, well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details, I need more details. Well, it was stolen right up after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. So you were distracted by a monkey, and you couldn't get clear eyes on whoever that was. Ooh. Ah! Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide who has what to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. You were distracted. I haven't admitted a thing, not I, Mr. Trillo Quest. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That indeed is an incredible shame. Well, it does indeed prove one very important thing. Prove an important point? What point could that be? Ben doesn't exercise enough. Ben's testimony has a flaw. That's it. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after the monkey, Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Monkey. Check Discord? Sure. I'm checking Discord. Care to play Stardew Valley for some time before you work? No can do! I gotta shave and everything else. When the witness was off chasing the monkey, there was no one watching the plaza! What does it mean, all this? Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there's no possible way that the witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past the vigilant ventriloquist? Oh, crap. Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get the dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw the worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly what you saw that night. Ha! I've told you so many times. You think you just know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more. Where there's one lie, there's usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why you have to keep after him. Yeah. Witnessing Max. I'll give you that I was waiting for the night in Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means the money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right, money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see, I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Witnessing Max. I'll give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina. Hold it! So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about that, how many eyes you actually have. I got 4, you know? 4! Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you think I really think something would slip by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. Hold it! So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the whole entire time. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. Hold it! About what time will you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out for yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be brain surgeon to know what time it was when I saw him. Just have 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. What time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time is it? Ow, I'm not good at math. It was 10:10. Ah, that sounds more about right. Sounds right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Hold it! Why? So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo? You say good evening at night? Ah, I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside the courtroom. Impossible. A performer lives and breathes in performance. You should know better. Maybe that's why Will Ryan has no life. There's gotta be something wrong in this. There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Nothing especially. Trill's evening greeting. Ben's half of a comedy act. Trillo's evening greeting. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers? Everybody hates Max! And yet, for some odd reason, he's saying good evening. Well, if it was simply just being cordial, I would understand. Ow, that hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with evidence? Bluffing is everything. I'm sure you had already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Absolutely sure. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing. Okay. I said good evening, but he didn't acknowledge my presence. Okay, I have an idea. The broken battle. Objection! Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clunked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There was absolutely no way that they could have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way the puppet, this lewd, would just stand up and say good evening to his rival. Gah! Are you saying this witness is lying? That he was trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Can you explain... Okay. Okay, I gotta choose... the proper choice. You didn't see anyone. That's not true. Someone did walk by there. You saw the defendant. He couldn't have, because he wouldn't have been nice to the defendant. He saw a different person. That's why he was nice. This one! Ooh, it actually worked. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That's why Trilogy made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. You saw somebody else. What in the world? You... Would the defense kindly explain who was Trill... Who was it Trill saw that evening? Okay. Let's think back for a second. Max and... Okay. Max and the ringmaster were in a deal. Max was waiting in the room. The ringmaster went out. And it was cold. So... the ringmaster? What? Considering the ill temper of the witness, there was only one person who agreed. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. Nope. No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. It was... If it was Regina, Trilo would have been given the agent. Oh, yeah. I suppose you got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Is that correct? You hated Max so much you wanted to think it was him. Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Ah! Ah! Everybody falls apart on the stand. Order, order! How do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was that old man. But, once I got a better... It was obviously Maximilian Galactica. You thought it was Russell, but you went back to thinking. I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Was it Russell Berry, or was it Max? My money's on Russell. This course obviously witnessed a single person in that area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster? One Mr. Russell Berry. The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go. Everyone all together now. Ow! Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and a cloak. Everyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, Nope. If that's the case, then it's impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes! I think we finally won a point on this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you mean by that? You merely established only one thing from the witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... who that person can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of a doubt and answer the question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare the next witness. The court is now in recess. Oh gosh! It gets harder and harder. And super hard. Okay, trial 2. Trial part 2. December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday. Remember, I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. So that's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in all my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... it means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulous possibility. Heh. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they ever found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double. Max, I never thought of you that would be detective or something. Well, I never quite sure what to be would grow up a magician or president. You have no idea how hard it is to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Alright. Time to speak to the next freaking witness. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well, I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Because she calls everything pitiful. Well, the witness will now state his name and occupation for the court record. I think, Francisca is also having a hard time getting the witness's name and occupation. And West Clown, Philadelphia. What? Name and occupation. Are you trying to make a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air joke right there? Will the witness please inform the court that while he's speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I am just not used to being in a court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not a comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name to the court. Oh, yeah. Maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Aha. Nobody's laughing. Stop it. It's killing me even further. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Woods? How's that one? Ha. About a couple of clowns who are up to no good, starting to make trouble. Why is it when you get hit, you recite the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air thing? Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct? Yes. Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls, will you please testify what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal sushi self in the court. What you witnessed. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get is a return a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even try to come up with jokes for one day. This atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try and make everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of the case. Really? You'll hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you, I can't wait! Poor Gumshoe. Now that this settled, should we begin again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. What you witnessed. Frickin' hell. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went back to my room. Hold it! Oop. Oh, wait, never mind. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. Oh, we're still in the testimony. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There is no way this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like someone in some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding them. Aha, 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 aha. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some contradiction in this testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Okay. So, what does that mean? So if I press him while he's laughing, am I gonna get penalized for it? No idea how tired I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep. Before I did, I glanced out of the window. Hold it! You just happened to glance out of the window. You could say that. I could say almost peek, steered, glimpse, peep, eyeballed. Mr. Curls? Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I press him on this issue. Keep pressing. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Because you heard something. Oh yeah! I forgot about that. You forgot. Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Owie, owie, owie! That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. It should start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window. Ugh. So freaking oily. I'm sick and tired of being oily. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me look outside. Hold it! What was the sound like? Well, I guess it was kind of sounding like I guess you say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. Oh, how do you know I was gonna make a joke? Ha ha ha. I guess that sounded like... This was a sound like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that sounded like, honestly, someone getting hit. Huh. Well then, you went to look out the window and you saw? That's when I saw the two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. Hold it! Far away. You say if... You had to say exactly how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. My room is right here, and they looked about yay big. Say 30 feet from the window. Just about 30 feet. That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two silhouettes. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing this cloak. The ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing... Hold it! You say you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away. That's right, I've been thinking it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain it was Max and the ringmaster I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing those uppity symbols? Uppity symbols. Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows the do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. Nope. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a crown. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify to what he saw and only what he saw? Keep watching them all, and sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. Hold it! You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head. Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the complete random non-sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? No, that's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, did you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't... A nice penalty. Oh, shit! Because if you don't, you know exactly. Gulp. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? See, what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Oh, frick, half bar! Half hit! Do you have any clear basis to believe the witness did not see the crime? Do you have any clear basis to believe that the witness did not see the crime? No. Because he's not clear about it. If I frig up, that's an oops for me. You have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? What if I say yes? Well, at least I saved right here, so... Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? He did see a crime. Of course I do. I got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us the great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. You did say that. However, Mo just stated that the following under oath. I kept watching and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo's to believe when he said he looked out the window upon hearing the sound, there's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. What the frick? Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No. I was stalling for time while I jogged my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said it. Pretty much. When I look out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma! You tampering with the witnesses again! So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clock the ringmaster. Yes, when I looked out my window, the ringmaster was already checked out. Checked out? Yep, Mr. Quarles! Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime, however, you did say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please specify the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I catch a hint of a joke from you, I'll put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. The silhouette. It was a bit far away, but the shadow could belong to Max. Court etiquette. Really? Especially since I saw the uppity symbols. Court etiquette. If only I could do that. Do's and don'ts of the courtroom. Don't get out of hand. Don't force... Blah, blah. There's no doubting, especially since I saw the uppity symbols. The symbols again. His silk hat, that black cloak, they're all here. His silk hat, that black cloak, they're all here. His face was silhouette, but there's no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttered in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem to be the defendant... As if the defendant was on the scene of the crime. Took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should be finally good enough. Yes? It is a decisive testimony. Was Max really at the scene of the crime that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. The silhouette. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. Hold it! How do you know? Don't you think that you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max. It is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line. Are you truly 100% absolute certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max, I'm convinced of that. It doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again. What makes you sure that you saw Max that night? There's no doubting since I saw his uppity symbols. Hold it! Trilo said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. Shape of the face? You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. Hold it! You're sure it was what you saw that night? Exactly what I saw exactly what I saw! I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there's no doubt it was him. Hold it! You were able to see that kind of detail from your window. There's a little light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with a decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what was your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. Our records say his eyesight is perfect 20/20. That must mean that he could have seen that crime scene clearly. The more we look into the matter, the more suspicious he becomes. Hey, you asked me about what my eyesight like, not what it actually was. His cloak was fluttered in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. Hold it! So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding. That's correct. I should have been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. I claim it was one object. It says so in the autopsy report. With Trilo's testimony and Elmo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you gotta find a contradiction in this. That's not gonna be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing I gotta help. I've gotta do something. Okay, there's no doubt, especially the uppity symbols. The silk hat, the black cloak. The white roses. Hold! Objection! You say you saw Max's uppity symbols. Ooh, that actually worked. I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows the Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols. Yeah, everyone get ready all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses! What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention 1. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie! 3.1... Oh god, you actually recited the entire line of pie. Silence, fool, you respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Math. Now that was actually funny. Order, order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It was too dark to see that kind of detail. Nope, you said there was light there. The witness said that he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case? Yes, because... Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. Got her on the ropes now. These seem slightly insignificant facts never fail to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilogy's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How can you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims that there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap up this case right now. Now... Your Honor, it may be true, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about the witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature? No, you're not. How old is he, anyways? 46. Shit! I'm 99% certain that the witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that, for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in this next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance! Oh, shit! Silhouette Part 2. And I gotta get prepared for work tonight. Court etiquette. If your client is returned to court from... entertain your client in the cells of the court, blah, 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 blah. Get prepared, use the toilet before you enter the courtroom. If you need to speak, whisper quietly. There are microphones in the court, and judge me here. Okay. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were, I'm quite sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing decorations on it. He was wearing the entire time he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you got one last chance on this. Just one chance. I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering this witness. If you're going to prove me there's a contradiction with the Miss Pearls, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusation. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I need. Silhouette Part 2. There's no doubt in my mind there's no white roses that night. Hold it! Mo, be honest. Ow! You promised, Mr. Phoenix, right? No more badgering. Oh, shit! I'm finished. Excuse me, I'm the one handing out pin. Ow! When is continued testimony? I'm not gonna whip me too, are you? Maybe after court, if you're kind of into that thing. But isn't that kind of pointless if you whip me after court? Okay, I can't press the witness on anything. Frickin' hell. Oh... Oh. There's no doubt in my mind there are no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there, I'm quite sure of it. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget the scene decorations on it. He was wearing it in the entire time he was on the scene. Even though it was found at the scene? Objection! This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would you? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma? Where exactly was this silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene! That means... The silk hat fell off the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No! That's not true! Even though I got frickin' whacked! Order! 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 Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all this? You're old enough to know better than behave like this in the court. Hey, it's just not right. That's so harsh. That's not right here, your eyesight. That's what's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go for and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean you... Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him, I swear, I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing this dumb silk hat. I'm telling you the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. Dear God. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while. It's the... fact that he couldn't have left the scene because he couldn't have left any footprints in the snow. Mo, what do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Yeah, I can. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. No! The witness is being vague. The witness' testimony is so full, holds Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Grr! You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on the matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is, how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof that countered the story of how the criminal left the scene? The crime photo. Take that! Look at that picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't even there! Ay, 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 ay! So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all this from the witness strike all this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second! You guys just can't ignore everything I said. Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. You think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling that things are going to get worse before they get better. Mr. Curls, yes. The testimony you provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just a bit confused on the bit of the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Why? The prosecution is... Order, order, I'll have order! Francisco Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say. You saw it, Mr. Curls. Ha! You're not gonna believe this, but it's true, I'll tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. The truth. Now it's time for our next segment. Mo knows. Everything that I said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing a silk hat. That's when I saw he. This is the truth. Now get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared in the darkness. What? That's why there are no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? It hurts. It hurts my head. So much. Well, that's what, how do you put this in words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why don't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony? His eyes were playing tricks. I don't think anything about his eyes would have done anything. This is all a dream, right? I don't think that's an option. I have to somehow agree and say it's the truth. He's telling the truth. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he is telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait, that means that Max actually used magic. Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish fool could be fooled by such a fool's dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. And yet spirit channeling does. I suppose I'll let you in on my thinking in regards to this matter. The criminal disappeared in the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could have actually happened. You imbecile! If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got a feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings to this point. It's an undisputable fact that the criminal left no footprints of the scene. Tomorrow I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. Grr. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. December 29th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, Defendant. It hurts so much. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. Hey, they say the criminal flew off in the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know I didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple, I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule! I'm sorry, Max. We made you break the magician's creed to never reveal the secret to your tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea! Let's do our best and catch this sucker. Finally. Okay. So, in particular to this set of events, I need to relax and lay down. Later!